Shocking footage has just surfaced, and it's sending shockwaves through Atlanta hip-hop. Young Thug is allegedly caught on camera attacking YSL Woody, leaving fans gasping in disbelief. Woody lies bloodied and unconscious, the aftermath raising chilling questions. Was this an accident, or revenge finally delivered? Social media is exploding, with speculation, outrage, and fear spreading faster than ever. Every frame screams tension, every moment is soaked in suspense. This isn't just another headline, it's a story of betrayal, survival, and a feud that has haunted the streets for years. The streets are watching, and nobody is safe. Shocking footage has erupted across social media, leaving Atlanta hip-hop in utter chaos. Young Thug is allegedly caught on camera attacking YSL Woody, and the images are nothing short of terrifying. Woody lies sprawled on the pavement, blood trickling from fresh cuts, his body limp, neck braced. The crowd around him whispers in disbelief, a single haunting question echoing. Is he dead? For years, fans have followed the feud, and now the tension explodes into the streets, with every clip igniting speculation of revenge, retaliation, and unfinished business. The incident occurred on September 1, 2025, and what was initially reported as a dirt bike crash quickly spiraled into a viral frenzy. Clips circulated showing Woody being attended to by paramedics, his body battered, his face barely recognizable. The internet immediately connected the dots. This wasn't a simple accident. This was a man who testified against Young Thug in the YSL RICO trial, a figure long accused of betrayal, now lying vulnerable before the eyes of a watching world. Hours after the footage went viral, Woody himself emerged on social media, alive but visibly shaken. Neck braced, face stitched, he spoke with a mix of gratitude and defiance. "God spared me another chance," he said. "They do the work of the Lord. No matter what happens, pray, ask for forgiveness. God comes through, even in the time of pain." His survival, however miraculous, reignited the feud in ways no one expected. Fans debated endlessly. Was this divine intervention, or a signal that the war between Thug and Woody was far from over? The backdrop to this moment is steeped in history. Young Thug's latest jail calls had already leaked, revealing raw, unfiltered emotions. Thug, confined behind bars, was furious, naming names, airing grievances, and lashing out at friends and foes alike. He spoke of loyalty betrayed, of allies turned against him, of industry figures failing when he needed them most. The leaks stripped away the myth of Thug as untouchable, painting him instead as conflicted, cornered, and at times, hypocritical. Fans watched in awe as the private frustrations of a superstar became public spectacle. Woody, on the other hand, was unapologetic. Even while recovering, he took to Instagram to assert his truth. He called for accountability, challenging Thug's narrative, reminding the world that this feud had a long and bloody history, and that he was not the villain in the story. His voice carried weight because of the history in Fulton County, where he went from background YSL associate to star witness whose testimony helped prosecutors. Now, surviving this near-fatal incident, he positioned himself as the unbroken one, the survivor still standing amidst chaos. The drama intensified as every new clip, every leaked jail call, added fuel to the fire. Young Thug's anger wasn't limited to Woody. He dragged friends, collaborators, and industry legends into the fallout. 21 Savage, Gunna, Future, Drake, Kendrick Lamar, Andre 3000, Lil Baby, and Lil Durk. Some received praise, others insults. Thug's rants exposed fractured alliances, buried grudges, and the fragility of relationships in Atlanta's music scene. His empire, once untouchable, now seemed fragile, cracking under the pressure of exposure. What makes this story truly gripping is the collision of past and present. A man once branded a snitch now survives a brutal incident. A supposed kingpin lashes out from jail, and fans watch every move, every word, trying to decipher truth from theatrics. The footage of Woody lying bloodied on the pavement, the haunting audio of Thug's confessions and complaints, the public reactions, all converge into a spectacle that is both shocking and mesmerizing. In this tense moment, Atlanta's hip-hop scene is not just watching a feud, it's witnessing a story of betrayal, survival, and the raw consequences of power, loyalty, and revenge. Nothing will ever look the same again. Just when Atlanta thought the shock of Woody's near-fatal incident had settled, a new storm erupted. Leaked jail calls from Young Thug surfaced, sending the internet into a frenzy. In these raw, unedited recordings, Thug isn't performing for the cameras, he's venting, naming names, questioning loyalty, and exposing fractures that had been simmering beneath the surface for years. Fans quickly realized this was more than anger. It was a blueprint of betrayal, paranoia, and desperation. In one exchange, Thug blasted Gunner, accusing him of flipping under pressure and turning the YSL trial into a RICO case. "You made it a mother of **** in case." He fumed, his voice tense, trembling with frustration. Yet the irony wasn't lost. Thug himself had cooperated with detectives in past situations, a fact fans and rivals immediately seized upon. The hypocrisy cut deep, and the internet was merciless, dissecting every word, every pause, every emotion caught in those scratchy audio clips. Thug's rage didn't stop there. Future, once considered a brother, became a target. Thug accused him of prioritizing women over family, mocking him for skipping a free YSL show. Even Metro Boomin, grieving his mother's death, was dragged into the narrative, criticized for not pushing hard enough. In one jaw-dropping rant, Thug berated Drake for only sending perfunctory condolences, then claimed he should have gone further politically. His cage-bound frustration had no limits, and every industry legend, peer, and newcomer was at risk of being burned by his words. Meanwhile, Woody's survival added a layer of tension and suspense that no one could ignore. He wasn't just a victim. He was the man who had survived, still standing, still telling his story. His Instagram posts, interviews, and public appearances painted him as unshakable, almost untouchable in the face of chaos. Each word, each public reaction was a subtle jab at Thug, a reminder that one man had endured what could have been fatal and emerged with his narrative intact. Fans split into factions, some supporting Thug's raw honesty, others praising Woody's resilience and calling Thug a hypocrite. The leaked calls also exposed the generational and cultural divide. Older fans clung to the street code, debating loyalty, betrayal, and revenge. Younger fans, more focused on streams, charts, and performances, scoffed at the obsession with snitching, seeing Thug's rants as outdated. Social media erupted with memes, clips, and analysis, dissecting the implications of every single line. Every reaction fueled the drama, turning Thug's private frustrations into public spectacle. Even allies like 21 Savage tried to mediate, advising Thug to let things go and move on, but it was too late. The recordings had already fractured relationships, exposed insecurities, and amplified every unresolved conflict. Where Thug thought he was airing grievances, he was instead laying bare a web of contradictions, hypocrisy, and pent-up rage that the world would now scrutinize forever. By the end of these leaks, the once mighty YSL narrative had shifted. Thug, the untouchable king, now appeared vulnerable, messy, and deeply human. Woody, the survivor, became a symbol of endurance and strategic silence. And the streets of Atlanta, the fans, and the industry watched in suspense, knowing that this saga was far from over, and that every revelation only added fuel to a fire that had no signs of dying down. The fallout from the leaked calls and Woody's near-fatal incident rippled through Atlanta like an unstoppable storm. Young Thug, once the untouchable architect of YSL's empire, now looked exposed, vulnerable, and erratic. Every friend, ally, and industry heavyweight he had once called brother was under scrutiny. The leaks had not only revealed his anger and contradictions, they had fractured the very foundation of loyalty he claimed to live by. Gunner, the quiet strategist, became the unspoken center of attention. While Thug raged in jail, Gunner stayed silent, selling out shows, hosting events, and letting actions speak louder than words. Every time Thug lashed out, Gunner's calm, composed demeanor made Thug's outbursts feel desperate, almost theatrical. Fans and critics alike began to see the contrast as stark proof. One man tearing down bridges, the other rising above chaos. The feud with Woody escalated further. Social media blew up with speculation. Was the dirt bike incident a mere accident? Or revenge finally catching up? Each clip of Woody walking, talking, and surviving with a brace around his neck felt like a defiance of fate. His Instagram live sessions, his interviews, his steady voice, all painted him as a survivor, a man who had endured what could have ended him, and yet remained unbroken. Every word he spoke chipped away at Thug's narrative of power and invincibility. Meanwhile, the industry felt the tremors. Names once untouchable, Drake, Future, Kendrick Lamar, Andre 3000, were dragged into the chaos. Thug's commentary on perceived betrayals, chart manipulations, and softening loyalties turned into headlines. Social media was ablaze. Fans debated endlessly, taking sides, dissecting each jail call, every Instagram post, every public appearance. What had started as a personal feud had morphed into a full-blown cultural moment, a reckoning for Atlanta hip-hop itself. Even 21 Savage, the voice of reason, could not contain the damage. Advising Thug to move on, he became an unwilling witness to the unraveling. Every tape, every clip, highlighted contradictions, Thug accusing others of betrayal while he himself had cooperated with authorities in the past, criticizing peers while displaying deep insecurities. It became clear, this was no longer just a feud, it was a portrait of a man cornered by his own words. Amid all this, the public narrative shifted. Thug was no longer the street general, the untouchable kingpin. He was messy, human, and fallible, a man whose empire was being dismantled piece by piece, not by bullets or courtrooms, but by truth, survival, and exposure. Woody, the supposed target, emerged stronger, commanding sympathy and respect. Gunner, silent and strategic, became the example of resilience and careful planning. By the time the last clips and audios circulated, one fact was undeniable. The YSL saga had forever changed the perception of loyalty, betrayal, and survival in hip-hop. Bridges had burned, alliances were fractured, and Thug's legacy hung in the balance. Fans, rivals, and the streets watched in suspended disbelief, knowing that every leaked word, every viral clip, every Instagram post, had turned what could have been just another feud into a legendary, chilling chapter in Atlanta's music history. And while Young Thug raged, Woody and Gunner moved forward, silent, calculating, and unshaken, proof that in a world ruled by power, influence, and reputation, survival isn't about anger, it's about strategy. The saga isn't over, and neither is the story. What you just witnessed, the shocking footage, the leaked jail calls, the dirt bike incident, and the unraveling of Young Thug's empire, is just the beginning. Atlanta hip-hop has been shaken to its core, and the streets, the fans, and the industry are still reeling from the fallout. Every clip you've seen, every word you've heard, tells a story of betrayal, survival, and raw, unfiltered truth. And now, it's your turn to witness it all, piece by piece, as we break it down, analyze every move, and expose what really happened behind closed doors. Do not scroll past this. The next revelations could change everything you thought you knew about Young Thug, YSL Woody, Gunner, and the web of alliances and rivalries that have defined Atlanta's hip-hop scene. Who truly survived? Who betrayed? And who is still standing, silent but unshaken? This is more than gossip, it's a front-row seat to history in the making. Hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and stay locked in because we will bring every leaked clip, every shocking confession, and every untold detail straight to you. Join the conversation in the comments. Tell us what you think, who you believe, and who you stand with. Share the story with your friends, your crew, and anyone who loves the drama, the suspense, and the intensity of Atlanta hip-hop at its most explosive. The truth is out there, the chaos is real, and the streets are watching. Don't miss a second. This is the inside story, the untold side of Young Thug vs YSL Woody, and you're about to see it all unfold. Are you ready?